We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Department of Health is working to procure monkeypox vaccine next year. DOH officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergara says they are eyeing to procure the monkeypox vaccine as a whole, giving priority to healthcare workers who are most vulnerable and exposed to the disease. Vergara said they are currently in talks with other members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, as well as with the World Health Organization and the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, for the procurement of the jabs. The department earlier said it is prepared to face and properly address all concerns related to monkeypox. It also urges the public to strictly observe the minimum public health standards to prevent monkeypox as well as COVID-19. The World Health Organization declared monkeypox outbreak as global health emergency in July. The Department of Agriculture is working to address the lack of supply of white onions in the market. In a television interview, DA Undersecretary Christine Evangelista confirmed there is no supply of white onions even in markets, supermarkets, and restaurants. She said the DA is considering importing white onions to fill in the demand. However, they had to discuss further the matter with producers to ensure that imported onions come in at the same time farmers harvest their crops. Evangelista noted that farmers need help as well, since aside from the high cost of fuel and fertilizers, the seeds of white onions are also priced higher. Meantime, the Department of Agriculture is also monitoring the supply and price of red onions. The Department of National Defense is now formalizing the cancellation of the contract for the acquisition of 16 Russian-made Mi-17 heavy-lift helicopters. DND spokesperson Arsenio Andolong said the changes in priorities necessitated by global political developments resulted in the cancellation of the project by the previous administration. He said the DND is now preparing to initiate a diplomatic dialogue with the Russian side regarding the project's cancellation. He also said the DND Contract Termination and Review Committee, or CTRC, will take on the issues concerning the down payment amounting to 1.9 billion pesos. Former Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana earlier said the 12.7 billion peso contract was canceled as the Philippines could face sanctions from the United States if the project pushes through. He said the termination of the contract was approved by former President Rodrigo Duterte. And in other news, no Filipino was reported hurt by the torrential rains and massive flooding that struck Seoul and other parts of South Korea. The Department of Foreign Affairs said no Filipino was reportedly affected by the floods in central Seoul and its surrounding areas. On the other hand, the Philippine Embassy continues to monitor and reach out to the Filipino community. Korea-based Yonhap News Agency said parts of Seoul, Incheon, and Gyeonggi province were pounded by heavy rains of more than 100 millimeters per hour on August 8. The heavy rain, said to be the worst in 80 years, left 9 dead and scores missing. The Korean Meteorological Administration said up to 300 millimeters of rain is forecast for the capital through Thursday. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. I am William Theo. Good evening, everyone.